Hello guys, welcome back to the Brutal Investors channel. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. In this episode, we're going to talk about another project that was scheduled to be listed on Coinbase and it hasn't yet been released on Coinbase yet. And this project is called the OriginTrail token or the TRAC token, right? Again, as always guys, I highly recommend you guys to do your own research on any other project on our channel. And for this project, I recommend you guys to go to the website OriginTrail.io in order to learn more about this project, right? So for the purpose of this video, I'm going to rely on the information present on CoinMarketCap's page for this token. But this is only going to be a peripheral analysis, which means you need to do your own in-depth research before you put your hard-earned money on this token, right? So what is OriginTrail? OriginTrail is the world's first decentralized knowledge graph, organizing humanity's most important assets and making them discoverable, verifiable, and valuable. It connects the physical world, which includes art, healthcare, fashion, education, supply chains, etc., and the digital world, basically blockchain, smart contracts, metaverse, and NFTs, and DeFi, etc., in a single connected reality. So again, there's a lot to unpack in this paragraph, so let's do that. So what is OriginTrail? It's a project that's mainly focused on building the world's first decentralized knowledge graph. What this means is its main focus is to kind of like organize humanity's most important assets. So it tries to group every single asset that we know so far and making them a part of the blockchain or a part of the digital world, right? So it tries to bring in the the important assets in the real world to the blockchain in the digital form and tries to blend reality with the digital world as we know it, right? And this could include any form of physical world assets such as art, healthcare, fashion, education, supply chain, etc. And it brings these objects into the digital world, which also includes like blockchain, smart contracts, metaverse, and NFTs and DeFi, etc., in one connected reality, right? That's the main goal of OriginTrail. Advanced knowledge graph technology currently powers trillion-dollar companies like Google and Facebook. By reshaping it for the Web3, the OriginTrail decentralized knowledge graph provides a crucial fabric to link, verify, and value data on both physical and digital assets. So again, when it comes to the current day and age, we have trillion-dollar companies such as Google and Facebook that mainly focus on doing just that, right? So they're centralized entities that focus on doing this. But what OriginTrail is trying to do is they're trying to do this in a decentralized manner, in a decentralized knowledge graph based manner to bring this to Web 3.0, right? And provide a crucial link or a crucial fabric that links, verifies, and values data on both physical and the digital assets, right? So that's basically what OriginTrail is aiming to do. World-class companies are already using OriginTrail to create value for their ecosystems. For example, OriginTrail is enabling frictionless international trade for over 40% of US imports by fostering secure exchange of security audits. The same semantic fabric of the decentralized knowledge graph protects pharmaceutical supply chain or can be used to organize data, blockchain data for seamless access by DeFi decentralized applications. Again, what it's trying to do is when it comes to world-class companies, they're already focusing on using OriginTrail to create this ecosystem that's valuable to their ecosystem, right? When it comes to examples, they're providing an example where OriginTrail is already providing frictionless international trade for over 40% of the US imports by fostering secure exchange of security audits. So they're doing this already, where over 40% of the US exports are already benefiting from OriginTrail, right? The same semantic fabric of the decentralized knowledge graph protects pharmaceutical supply chain. So they are stating that this exact same concept is going to allow for pharmaceutical supply chains to be protected or can be used to organize blockchain data. So they're saying that this can be used to protect pharmaceutical data as well as organize blockchain data to be used in DeFi applications, right? The OriginTrail decentralized knowledge graph powered by the TRAC utility token and a global network of nodes and used by leading global organizations is now ready for to bring trillions of assets into the metaverse. Again, the ultimate goal of OriginTrail is to bring the real world assets into the digital world assets to make it as a metaverse, right? It uses the TRAC token, which is their native token, to do the exact to do the same thing, and it tries to use the TRAC token to reach that goal, right? This way, assets get to be structured, linked, persistent, and understandable, transitioning from physical to digital, from data to assets, from Web 2.0 data silos to the semantic Web 3.0. So again, here they're trying to say that by doing this, they're pretty much bringing in everything from the all the structured, linked, persistent, and understandable information from the physical world to the digital world, which also includes data to assets, Web 2.0 to Web 3.0 as well, right? So this is the main ultimate goal of OriginTrail. It tries to focus on bringing in everything that we know as an asset in the real world into the digital world, which they call as the metaverse, right? So again, overall, if you take a step back, it's actually something that pretty much every single crypto project is aiming to do, to bring physical assets to digital assets. But I think OriginTrail is trying to do something slightly different in the sense that it's trying to basically, first of all, focus on not only bringing in art, assets and all that, they're also trying to bring in fashion, healthcare, education, supply chains, pretty much all minute components that other projects don't necessarily focus on, right? That's what sets OriginTrail apart from the other projects. So now that we've pretty much covered this one, let's go to the website to find what other important information that we can find. So when we go to the website, again, right off the bat, they have a pretty cool website, very nice coloring and very good design, which is really easy for the eyes. So the world's first decentralized knowledge graph. So they claim to be the world's first decentralized knowledge graph. Organize your most important assets, making them discoverable and verifiable using the groundbreaking decentralized networks. Again, pretty straightforward explanation. Build on OriginTrail. So if you're a developer who wants to build on top of the OriginTrail platform, then you can click on the Build on OriginTrail button. You can click Explore Solutions to explore different solutions to bring in the different assets into the blockchain world, or you can even run your own node, right? You can click on Learn how it works to learn more about this project. Again, I'm really liking the design that they have for their website. From data to assets, again, this is the same thing that we already saw before, from Web 2.0 data silos to semantic Web 3.0. And if you see organize, discover, and verify anything, from physical to digital assets like supply chain arts, items to arts, diplomas, certificates, NFTs, DeFi, and more. The decentralized knowledge graph allows the world's data assets to be structured, linked, persistent, and understandable, right? And if you see, they're also available. They were also spoken on the news, and you can click on the In the News button to see who and what information you can get about this project. So they're going to be listed on Coinbase pretty soon, and if you see, they have their yearly reports, quarterly reports, and other information that will help you to understand the project more, right? You can click on Read More on our blog button to learn more about the project. So when it comes to infrastructure, there are a multi-chain infrastructure, which means they are available in different types of chains. So they start out in Ethereum, but they are expanding to Polkadot, Polygon, XDAI, and several other substrate-based blockchains, which also include Kusama and every blockchain that's becoming a parachain on Polkadot or Kusama, right? When it comes to partners, they are partnered with BSI, Oracle, GS1, and Scan, and they are winning awards from Walmart and the World Economic Forum. So again, this is a project just like yesterday, a project that we covered yesterday. It is a project that is kind of like working closely with the World Economic Forum. So the project yesterday that we covered was LCX, which is a project that you can learn more about by watching my video. I gave my thoughts and comments on what the price action would be for the token. And it seems like that project also had a little bit of a close ties with World Economic Forum, and this project also seems to have close ties with the World Economic Forum. In fact, it seems to be recognized or awarded in some way by the World Economic Forum, which makes it very interesting, right? When you scroll down, they state that the almighty decentralized knowledge graph, it's a permissionless network, it's multi-chain, interoperable, privacy by design, right? Again, there's a lot of questions on projects that are being listed on Coinbase, because projects that are being listed on Coinbase have very strict regulatory requirements that they need to meet in order for them to even be listed or considered to be listed on Coinbase. So or they should probably be a project that's fully decentralized, right? So when it comes to TRAC or OriginTrail, I believe that this token, even though they say that it's a privacy by design, I think there is some form of KYC AML included, or a part of this project is to get KYC AML information from the consumers, in order for them to be compliant with the local regulatory bodies. Otherwise, they won't even be supported or recognized by World Economic Forum, which is strongly supporting, actions that are against privacy, right? Such as KYC, AML, and all that. So I think even though they say that it's a project that's focusing on privacy by design, I don't really think that's the case, and there could be a lot of user data information that's collected, and even linking your wallet identity with yourself in order to even access certain components of this app, right? DApp, right? So I think that's basically how it's going to work. But when it comes to understanding the tech, you can click the Explore the Tech button here in order to learn more about this project. Things you can create, learn, or run. So you can build on OriginTrail, which is kind of like a platform on the different blockchains such as Ethereum, Polkadot, and Polygon. So you can pretty much build on top of their platform. There's case studies about OriginTrail. You can even run a node, which we already covered before. Build with a decentralized knowledge graph. Again, they also have some technical information here. If you're a developer, then these are all relevant to you. They have case study examples, with several organizations which have kind of like worked with them to provide case study analysis. And you have a lot of information about this. You can even learn more about this by clicking on the Explore Case Studies button here. You can get their most recent updates and information by signing up to their newsletter. And if you scroll below, you can find other information such as a white paper, which is a very important document that I recommend you guys to read, FAQs, and other information that can help you learn and understand about the project, along with their social media information as well, right? So overall, it's a pretty cool project. It's aiming to do something much bigger, which and doesn't necessarily happen pretty often in crypto, because every crypto claims to be bringing in the physical world into the digital world. It seems like OriginTrail is doing something much more deeper and much more efficiently that other projects are not doing. So I think this project has a definitely strong fundamental case, especially being supported by the World Economic Forum and projects like companies like Walmart. That definitely helps this project's growth and development, right? So when it comes to the price of this token is currently ranked 157th by market cap on CoinMarketCap, and is currently trading at $1.14 per token at the time I'm making this video, with a 7.16% increase in the past 24 hours, right? And if you see, the market cap is already at $409 million in market cap, so it is a decent sized market cap token. But I think when it comes to the support and the strong footing that this token has when it comes to the fundamentals, I think this market cap can still go higher. I would probably say that this token has a potential to reach at least $750 million or $900 million, somewhere in that range, in the next few months to maybe like a year from now on, when the bull run is completely over. I think this token can definitely touch the 750 to $900 million in market cap as a maximum market cap before coming back down with other tokens to stabilize somewhere around $500 million in market cap. So I think this token definitely has a lot of potential in that case to grow further, right? If you take a look at the total supply, this token has a total supply of 500 million tokens. Quite high, if you ask me, because I personally prefer tokens that are equal to or less than 100 million tokens as total token supply. This token has 5 times the more token supply that I would personally prefer. But when it comes to circulating supply, you can clearly see that there is 358 million tokens already in circulation. So I think a majority of the tokens are already in circulation, which definitely means that there's less room for this token to get dumped, and the price movement sideways is going to only be for a short term, right? So you're definitely going to get a long-term benefit from this token by relying on this token as a good asset to appreciate in price, because as a lot of people who want to bring in digital assets into the blockchain start recognizing the potential of this project, I think they will start valuing this token and retain this token rather than just dumping it for buying some other token, right? So I think with regards to that, I think this token is definitely in the better position, right? When it comes to the price action, obviously you can clearly see that the recent price action for this token is quite significantly high. In fact, this token has gone ballistic in the recent months. The initial price point for this token was 42 cents per token. This was in 2018, back in 2018. In fact, during early 2018, this token was worth 42 cents. It literally crashed immediately after that, reaching a low point of 12 cents per token. And then it reached a peak of about 30 cents per token before crashing down to its all-time lows about 2 cents per token, sometimes even going as low as 1.7 or 1.6 cents per token throughout 2018 and 2019. And it pretty much didn't do a lot. In fact, it actually reached an all-time lows of less than 1 cent even during 2020 as well, right? So, but this token didn't really show any major action until the mid portion of 2020, when the token reached a relative highs of about 23 cents, although not an actual all-time high. It was still a relative highs of 23 cents before crashing back down to 9 cents per token during the month of September, October last year. And then it made a new all-time highs from nowhere, reaching an all-time highs of close to 83 cents per token during the March of this year. And then it crashed right away, reaching 18 cents, and then from there it started going ballistically high, reaching an all-time highs of about $1.30 per token, which is where it's kind of like hovering around right now. Although it's not at $1.20, $1.30, it's somewhere close to $1.10 to $1.15 in that range, right? And I think this token is going to literally like crash immediately, because this token has had a lot of crashes after it's pumped or made a new all-time high. So the token is extremely volatile, so it means it's a very risky token, which means you need to be extremely careful before you invest in this token. And another thing is that this token does set a lot of opportunity for people to buy, because even after crashing from its previous all-time high, there were points where you could easily buy this token. So it does give you some time to buy this token at a low before you can expect this token to pump quite high, right? So this is a token that I feel like you can play. If you're safely playing this token for short term, you can definitely play this token consistently to make good short-term gains, right? When it comes to fundamentals, the fundamentals are quite good, and I believe that this token has a mid to long-term potential definitely in the future, and I believe that this token can definitely make a decent gains for the mid to long-term period, right? I'm not going to say that this token is going to do a lot better in the future. I feel like this token is definitely it has the fundamentals to at least do decently when it comes to price action. And if you're trying to buy this token at this price point, I would definitely advise you to not do that. Again, not financial advice, but at the same time, I would probably say that this token is going to crash anytime soon. In fact, it's kind of like preparing to dump anytime soon. And I think this token can easily break below the 80 cents mark, which is the kind of like the previous all-time high range, and it can definitely break below that if you're lucky. And if you want to buy this token, then below the 80 cents mark is the best opportunity to get into this token, right? But if you see the Bitcoin comparative, on the other hand, you can clearly see that this token had been much more volatile in the Bitcoin comparative compared to the dollar comparative, especially during the 2018s and 2019s period. This token was initially worth 3,600 satoshis per token during mid to late early 2018. It immediately dumped, reaching a price point of about 1,600 satoshis per token. During early 2018, immediately after its launch, and then it reached a new all-time highs of about 3,600 satoshis before having a massive crash all the way till reaching a price point of about 121 satoshis, and it was remaining in this zone for quite some time, even during early 2020 as well. But the token started pumping during mid of 2020 when the token reached from 205 satoshis to an all-time highs, not all-time highs, like relative highs of about 2,500 satoshis during September of last year, and then it dumped immediately, reaching 443 satoshis in that range, and then made a small peak of touching the 1,300 satoshis, and then went down, and then now it's kind of like in the upward trajectory, right? Even though this token doesn't really have a new all-time high in the Bitcoin comparative, I would still not suggest you to buy this token at this price point, because this token can reverse at any point. If you see the consistent peaks and dumps that this token has made, now that it's kind of in the peak, it's going to dump right now, and I feel like this token is definitely going to reach below the 1,000 satoshis mark. I think this token has a consistent pattern of being below the 1,000 satoshis and then reaching to a new all-time highs, or even touching the previous all-time highs, crossing the 1,500 satoshis mark. And I think that's probably the best point to buy this token, which is again below the 1,000 satoshis mark, right? So for this token, I would probably suggest that the best time to buy this token in Bitcoin and dollar comparative is not at this price point. You need to hold off. This is the best time to do some research till this token cools down, and once you feel like this token is a good token to buy after doing your own research, then you can start buying this token with either dollar or Bitcoin comparative, right? It seems like Bitcoin comparative seems to be much more volatile, and therefore it's a good short-term opportunity in the Bitcoin comparative as opposed to the dollar comparative, but dollar comparative is also pretty good, right? When it comes to the markets itself, this token is available on KuCoin using Bitcoin and Ether pair as well. You can also buy this from Bittrex. Some decentralized exchanges where you can buy this token is from Uniswap version 2, Bancor Network, or 0x protocol. I wouldn't go below that point because I think this token is definitely available in some less well-known exchanges. You can even get this token from XDAI blockchain, which is a rarely spoken about blockchain, which is also quite good because of its low fees. And you can get it from HoneySwap, which is a Uniswap of the XDAI blockchain, right? But the best place to buy this token is from KuCoin, because KuCoin is a reputed exchange. But you can only buy it with Bitcoin and ETH comparative. You can't buy it with dollars. If you want to buy it with dollars, you have to buy it from Bittrex, right? But apart from that, I think once the Coinbase listing goes live, this token will definitely get a decent pump. And my final verdict on this token is that I feel like this token has a good short-term potential. Immediately after the Coinbase listing, I think probably this token can go retest the previous all-time highs and maybe even touch the $2 mark, $2.50 mark if you're lucky, and then come back down, crashing down, right? In the mid to long term, I would probably say in the next 2 to 3 years, this token can easily cross the $3 mark and probably be somewhere between the $2.50 to $3 price range. And then if you're really lucky in the long term, this token can even cross the $5 mark and be somewhere between $5 to $7, right, per token, which is a good opportunity. It's not a significant gain. I wouldn't really put a lot of money into this token. It is a good token to have some exposure to, but I wouldn't really put a lot of money or spend my huge portfolio into this token, right? So that's just my verdict, guys. Again, remember, guys, you guys are not regular investors. You guys are brutal investors, so stay brutal. Thank you very much for watching my video, guys. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more videos. See you in my next video. Bye.